only on ABC13 News at 6. Mark Spain, Danner Evans, and George Flickinger. Tracking impactful weather, accurate forecasting on all platforms. First on scene with breaking news, live coverage, asking your questions, accountability journalism, fighting for you. ABC 13 News at 6 delivers coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 fighting for you, ensuring the government does its job.
Do you know how many of the 731 tickets were given out that weren't supposed to be, or are you still trying to figure that out?
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 News coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 News, asking your questions.
What would you say you are actively doing to help fight inflation?
Holding elected officials accountable.
What do you think should be done, and is the Senate doing anything to help fight off this possible recession?
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 coverage you can count on. ABC 13 News asking your questions after some lost phone service for weeks.
I'm just trying to talk to somebody to figure out how we can get these people some help.
ABC 13 fighting for you.
We reached out to you all, thinking that things just started working.
If you had not came out here, we would not still have service.
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 News coverage you can count on.
Tonight, only on ABC 13 News at 6, an exclusive interview with Jens Soering.
I spent 33 years in prison for something I didn't do.
New DNA tests were requested.
We've found a way to do the DNA testing that will answer all the questions.
But he said no.
It actually hurts when people point the finger at me and say, he's holding up DNA testing because he's afraid.
Tonight on ABC 13 News at 6. ABC 13 News.
Asking your questions.
Are all of the metal detectors in the schools working?
Holding elected officials accountable. Your tip line. Do you regret having put that up?
Fighting for you. Getting you answers makes ABC 13 News coverage you can count on.
I don't know that I jump in any lakes or certainly not any rivers or streams around here.
Is that concerning to you?
ABC 13 investigates what's in the water. Tonight, only on ABC 13 News at 6. ABC 13 News.
Asking your questions.
DMV wrongfully taxed thousands of people. How did this happen?
Again, thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Holding elected officials accountable.
Just support this current SCOTUS nominee, but in the past you haven't supported the past 3 Republican nominees. Why is that?
ABC 13 fights for you.
Ensuring the government does its job.
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 coverage you can count on.
4,400 Virginia inmates,
In some cases, individuals that are convicted of first and second degree murder,
are now getting out of jail early. The new law that's letting them walk free. Tonight on ABC 13 News at 6.
13 News.
Asking your questions.
Do you know why it took that long to get her paperwork through?
I don't have an answer for that.
Holding elected officials accountable.
So they filed their claim in May. It's July 7th, and they still don't have their paycheck. Why?
The only time we started making any traction is when I got in contact with you.
ABC 13 fights for you.
Ensuring the government does its job.
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 News.
Asking your questions.
I talked to a lot of people from VEC. You get a different person each time.
And I'm still awaiting some clear-cut answers on what the next steps are from VEC. I will continue to follow up.
Holding elected officials accountable.
What would you be willing to give on in order to reach a compromise about this? Would you support a bill that bans abortion after 15 weeks?
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 coverage you can count on.
A jail overtaken by inmates. Mark Spain, the only person let in. A year later, his investigation uncovers more questions.
No charges for any of the inmates.
Answering for the uprising. Tonight, only on ABC 13 News at 6.
ABC 13 fighting for you.
Well, I kept waiting and waiting to hear something.
Ensuring the government does its job.
Do you know why it took that long to get her paperwork through?
I don't have an answer for that.
ABC 13 News coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 News.
Asking your questions.
Are all of the metal detectors in the schools working?
Holding elected officials accountable. Your tip line. Do you regret having put that up?
Fighting for you. Getting you answers makes ABC 13 News coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 Chief Meteorologist George Flickinger
I wanted to be a storm chaser because I wanted to be a better meteorologist.
knows from experience.
I've seen between 30 and 50 tornadoes in person.
What's happening where you live.
Out there taking pictures and video of the tornadoes, then when you go back and compare it to the radar,
that is a fairly large tornado.
When you see a certain signature, you then know what's happening on the ground.
Trust George, only on ABC 13.
ABC 13 News, asking your questions.
They have no answers for us.
After their apartment building was abruptly shut down, leaving tenants 2 days to find a home.
ABC 13 fought for the tenants.
Okay, so is this the manager that I can speak with? Okay, so I can't go up and see her, but I can call this number. Okay, there's no number on here.
After we got involved, management extended their stay.
ABC 13 News, coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 News asking your questions after some lost phone service for weeks.
My services was out for 20 days. 26 days.
ABC 13 fighting for you.
I'm just trying to talk to somebody to figure out how we can get these people some help.
Ensuring the government does its job.
I don't know what you did, but it worked. If you had not came out here, we would not still have service. My hat goes off to ABC.
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 News coverage you can count on.
ABC 13 News, asking your questions.
What are your thoughts on Governor Youngkin's plans to put school resource officers in all schools in Virginia?
Holding elected officials accountable.
What would you be willing to give on in order to reach a compromise about this?
Getting you answers is what makes ABC 13 coverage you can count on.
Here at ABC 13, it is our privilege to fight for you, get you answers, protect your family. Let us know how we can help. Email newstips@wset.com. Breaking news, accountability, your problems.
The only time we started making any traction is when I got in contact with you.
Newstips@wset.com. Let ABC 13 solve it.
ABC 13 is getting us back to school.
With the Now Bar, only on Good Morning Virginia.
Get your news here as you pack the kids' lunches and get them out the door.
Get your bus stop forecast here so you know how to dress the kids for school.
Tell them the best part.
The Now Bar is up even during commercials.
Not that part.
Oh, right. You can find out if school is closed right here.
Start your day at 5A. Watch Good Morning Virginia.
ABC 13 is getting us back to school.
Sponsored by Fortress Foundation Solutions. Kids need help with their science homework? Don't worry. We're calling in the big guns. ABC 13's dynamic weather duo demo easy experiments you can do at home. The science behind severe weather. Tonight on ABC 13 News at 6.
Football Friday is back.
Starting August 26th, only on ABC 13 News at 11. Coverage you can count on. Sponsored by Motor World. Experience the Motor World difference.